largest lake in Italy, and it helps one of its oldest DOCs. It makes some fantastic, affordable, and ageable white wines. At the foot of Lake Garda, you'll find a family whose love of the land and Lugana has been passed on for generations.
Monique, benvenuta. Che piacere averti a Perla del Garda.
Benvenuta, what does this mean?
Welcome.
Ah,
It's a pleasure
thank you. The
to
pleasure is mine.
This is my winery. It's my family winery. So I want to introduce you in the cellar.
We're in northern Italy in the town of Lugana. I am thrilled to be joined by Giovanna. You've been introducing us to your wines and giving us a taste of your property here. I started off saying that your family goes back generations and generations. Will you give us a little brief history about your family?
Yes, we deal with agriculture since a long time. We have been producing milk and olive oil, and in the last 10 years also wine.
And I understand you and your brother made that change back in 2006. Why did you guys decide that it was important for you to produce wine?
Because we were very passionate about wine, and we didn't be very happy about selling the grapes. So we decided to build our own winery and to produce our wine.
And how's it been going?
Very, very well.
One of the things in the United States, especially in California, we sort of are having a love affair with all things Italian, and so we love Italy and the United States, and we're always really looking to get our hands on that next hot Italian wine. And one of the things that I really think is neat about this region that we're in is that you all are making really high quality wines at an affordable price. So talk about the wines from Lugana and some of the wines that you produce.
Yeah, we mainly produce Lugana wines. We are the only one in the area to produce sparkling Lugana, classic style Lugana, Riserva Lugana, and also the late harvest to match with cheese. But we produce sparkling wines as well, made of Chardonnay and red wines.
And if someone's never had a wine from this area, from Lugana, let's say, what are some characteristics of the wine?
The Lugana wines are very fresh in mouth. You feel your mouth very clean, so you are invited to drink more or to eat more. It's not a boring wine. It's always trying to get a good match with food.
It's not a boring wine. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's a jazzy wine.
We try to.
Yeah, and when we're very close to Lake Garda, talk about the influence of the lake on the wines and the grapes.
Yeah, it's very, very important for us because this soil, this terroir is unique in Italy. We could have a very great quality in wines and also in the production of olive oil. And this is for the climatic situation, because it is never too hot, never too cold, so we could have a good balance, a good harmony in the production.
So we made our way down to your beautiful Barracuda room. What is happening in this room right now, Giovanna?
This is where our wines could sleep and have the right aging in time.
So they're sleeping and they're aging in time. These are the red wines, yes, or the white wines, or which wines?
Both.
We have both, okay.
Yeah, the red wines mainly, but also our Chardonnay.
And what we can see behind us is obviously the sparkling wine. It's like where the riddler would go and turn. Tell everyone what's happening with the sparkling wine right now.
Yeah, for the sparkling, we have a second fermentation to get the bubbles in. So it's very important to give time to the wine to get more complexity. We leave our Chardonnay 60 months on the lees, so it's very important to get the complexity we are looking for.
And do you have a person that comes in and turns it?
Yeah, twice a day.
Twice? Did you do ever do it?
No, I don't.
It is just- So, like, essentially, the mayor of Venice would live here, correct?
Yes, it was the house of, the mayor chosen by the Republic and was the seat of the mayor during this period, yes.
And I heard there are a lot of books here as well, which we're excited about. Talk about what about 50,000 different books are housed here now?
Yes, because the house was restored at the 20th century by the Senator Ugo da Como, and was a bibliophile and collected a lot of books. So 50,000 of books in our library.
And have you read them all, Simone? How many books have you read? None of them?
Something.
Yeah. This isn't actually a library for people to check out books.
Yes.
People can? Or
Yes,
no?
yes.
People
it's
can-
open to the scholars, students, and
Oh,
so
they
on.
can?
Yes.
Wow,
they
okay.
can.
And so people can touch them? Or no?
With attention, but
Very
there's
carefully.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And those are some books right there,
Yes,
correct?
it's the only one little part of the library of the Senator, but there's another building dedicated to the library, the real library. It's then we see.
Okay, you're gonna lead us, you lead the way, Simona, to the real library. The smallest book in the world, and you need the smallest little hands and the small little magnifying glass to read it. Have you actually tried to read that book?
No.
No, you dare not touch it, right?
No.
We're going to talk about some of these beautiful cheeses and the meats in a moment, but I want to start off talking about the red wine. It's from the Garda region. Will you tell us about the red wine that you produce?
Yeah, this is Terre Lunari. It's a wine that is very fresh in mouth. We are on the hills, so we have a very good minerality in the wines, also in the red wines. And this wine is made of Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Cabernet Franc. We don't use oak, so it's very fresh in mouth.
Beautiful.
You
Yeah,
like
really
it?
fresh, very, very lively. And talk about some of the meats. So what would this wine, we're looking at the smorgasbord on the table. Does this wine pair with anything that we have on the table, or is this mainly for a main course?
No, I mean, you could match it also with the salame, with the coppa. They are very typical of Brescia, of Lake Garda area, and so you could match also the wine with appetizers without having a lunch or a dinner with too much food. So you could also match it with a steak. It depends. It's a very good possibility in matching also with food. Yeah, late harvest is made of Lugana grape, so it's very typical, it's the indigenous grape of the area, and we only have a stainless steel tanks vinification in order to save freshness. We want a sweet wine, but not too sweet.
And this is something that is, you have that little touch of sweetness, but it isn't overbearing, it isn't overpowerful, and it's a nice balance for sure.
Yeah, it's very important to match cheese without covering the flavor, the aroma of the cheese. So Lugana is very respectful.
Respectful, I like that.